is our wish, indeed our goal, that as Bangladesh continues to march forward, the Cosmos Foundation would aspire to provide the intellectual infrastructure to support this phenomenon. For that is far more sustainable foundation to a nation's growth than what bricks and mortar and steel can ever construct. It is our intention to take these conclusions forward by our focus on the topic at Cosmos as well. This is not just to underscore what Bangladesh does for the UN, but also how a major element of the UN Charter in terms of global peace and stability can be suitably delivered.
UN had a very patchy start, the bitterness of League of Nations, and then it came into being after the Second World War, if I'm correct, and provided, to my knowledge, the first global platform for the entire humanity. We have benefited from the UN, particularly following our liberation in 1971. During the liberation, of course, we went to the UN, our case went to the UN, we had become part of the geopolitical Cold War issue. It was delayed, but finally at the end of the day, I think our case, the case of liberation of Bangladesh, was positively addressed by the UN.
If the whole issue of accountability comes in, where we go? For political retreat, we go to UN. But when it comes to really taking on international accountability, we go to ICC and ICJ. So this is how I think the future looks like. And Bangladesh would like to continue to remain active in both areas. But our relation, friendship, as our Honourable Minister has rightly pointed out, is rock solid.
We have a global conversation about the comprehensiveness of development, that you need to do so many different things and attend so many different priorities to build the right kind of society for the future. And so Bangladesh, with its economic success, with its extraordinary ambassadors, civil society ambassadors of BRAC and Grameen and others, is a major voice in that debate and should be heard in New York and elsewhere for that.
The United Nations is a reservoir of humankind's highest ideals. The historian Paul Kennedy has called it the Parliament of Man, an idea he attributed to a rambling work of the poet Alfred Lord Tennyson called Locksley Hill. It is critical for weaker state players like Bangladesh included, to have an international club rules that ask for a global order. There are many things that Bangladesh sees in the United Nations. Number one, as a protector of sovereignty and provider of security. Number two, as a forum to air views on global issues of importance to us. Number three, as a single platform to relate bilaterally to 192 other countries and saving us costs because it does not require us to open missions and embassies in each of these countries.